Pressure notes how consistency reveals character. Through the lens of singlism, consistency is one of the clearest expressions of character. It teaches that integrity is not measured by isolated moments, when in actuality it's measured by repeated patterns over time. Singlism recognizes that attraction may capture attention, though consistency earns trust. Hey there, you're listening to Pressure Notes, where pressure becomes your power. I'm CandyJae, not just behind the chair, behind the mic, carrying the message and the movement. Here's something I've learned. Character doesn't introduce itself through grand gestures. It introduces itself through consistency. People can perform almost anything for a day, for a week, sometimes even for a few months. Anybody can be charming. Anybody can make promises. Anybody can say the right things. However, consistency is difficult to fake because eventually effort becomes a habit. Habits become a pattern, and patterns reveal character. That's why I pay attention to what repeats, not just what impresses. If I'm being honest, the older I become, the less interested I am in potential. Potential is beautiful, although consistency builds confidence. I've learned to stop asking, who could this person become? Instead, ask, who are they consistently showing me they already are? Because character isn't hidden, it simply takes time to reveal itself. Sometimes we miss it because we're distracted by chemistry. Sometimes we ignore it because we hope people will change. Yet consistency quietly tells the truth long before words ever do. Consistency isn't perfection. People make mistakes. People have difficult days. That's part of being human. Consistency isn't about never falling short. It's about the direction someone repeatedly chooses. Do they repeatedly show kindness? Do they repeatedly communicate honestly? Do they repeatedly take responsibility? Do they repeatedly honor their word? Because, y'all, nowadays, the word for me, your word is your bond. Those patterns become the evidence of character, not isolated moments, patterns. This applies to ourselves too. The life we're building isn't determined by occasional motivation. It's determined by consistent decision. Healthy relations aren't sustained by occasional romance. They're sustained by consistent effort. Confidence isn't created by one good day. It's created by consistently keeping promises to yourself. Character is revealed in what you repeatedly practice, not what you occasionally proclaim. Okay? Watch the patterns. Honor consistency. Trust what people repeatedly demonstrate because eventually character always introduces itself, not through promises, through patterns. And y'all, pressure reveals you to who you really are. People don't become who they are under pressure. Pressure simply exposes who they've been consistently becoming. Promises create hope. Consistency creates trust. Peace.